Well, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, and we're going to be continuing with this book. Like I said before, we're going to do this book. We're going to read this book this week as well as part of next week, and then start our project that we're going to be doing for the rest of the ESY program, which ends on August 12th. So we're going to read this last book. This is our third one. Complete our project, which, like I said, is either a Flipgrid video or a Google site. And then once that's turned in and complete, we are done. So here we go. So we're doing chapter 2 today, pages 9 through 11 in the Citizens and Government book. So what makes a good candidate? Now, all jobs require a certain set of skills and personality traits. It is very hard for a shy person to be successful in sales or for someone who is not good at details to succeed as an accountant. The same is true for political candidates. They have to have certain attitudes and abilities if they are going to succeed in politics. Just who makes a good candidate? Just how old is that? So local governments usually require that a candidate for office be at least 18 years old. Requirements for election to the U.S. House of Representatives and the Senate are more stringent, so meaning more strict. So a representative must be at least 25 years old, a citizen for at least 7 years, a resident of the state from which he or she is elected. Senators must be at least 30 years old, a U.S. citizen for at least 9 years, a resident of the state from which he or she is elected. The requirements for President of the United States are even stricter. Such candidates must be at least 35 years old, a natural-born U.S. citizen, a resident of the United States for at least 14 years. And that's it for the reading. Like I said, super quick. It's only 3 pages today. The pages are not that long. So if you want to read these on your own, that's cool. If you want to just read it, with me as you're looking at it on this video, that is perfectly fine too. Or if you did it on the Google Meet with me today, you don't have to obviously read it again unless you need to for your assignment for today. Your assignment for today, that you're not really going to need these pages. I mean, it is good for you to read this so you understand what the requirements are, because your writing assignment for today is going to be, why do you think our country has strict rules on who can run for a political office? And explain that. So we just read the requirements, then you're going to answer that question in your Write a Reflection Google Doc that's posted in Google Classroom. You will see that. It'll just say day 13 prompt and then the date. So then you will just use that and then write in that box there for this date. For your assignment today, what you're going to do is and I'm going to go over this and read it with you actually right now, so that way it'll be good. So if you don't understand the reading, it'd be good for if you watch this video so you can read along with me. So your assignment for today is on this Google Doc, and you're going to be picking the president. So these I have here, I believe it's 6 of them, 6 descriptions of people who are running for a government office, and you have to read them and then decide and rank them. The directions are here. Rank them from 1 being the best to 6 being the worst. So you have to number them 1 through 6. You're going to put the numbers in these boxes here. This is what you feel who should be the best to the worst. So that's what you're doing first. And then at the bottom of the page, or on page 2 actually, explain why you made the choices you did. What did you look for when making your choices? And that is right here. So you're going to explain in this box, why did you make the choices you made? Why did you choose the person for number 1 to be that person? Like, what qualities did you look for that made you make that choice? So that's what you're going to be doing. So I'm going to just briefly read this really quick, read all the choices, and then I'm going to let you guys go on and do your work. All right, so here we go. So the first candidate biography is, his father was a billionaire. Mother descended from church leaders. So her mother had church leaders, that probably her grandparents were church leaders. And they became an Eagle Scout. He became an Eagle Scout at age 15. Earned a degree in international politics from the University of Pennsylvania. Was a businessman for 12 years. And served as a governor of his state and U.S. ambassador to China. So that's candidate number 1. Candidate number 2. Father was an automobile company leader and later a state governor. Attended both public and private schools. Spent 30 months in France as a missionary, and that's a religious trip, from ages 19 to 21. Attended Harvard and earned both a law degree and a master's degree in business administration. extensive or a lot of experience as a management consultant. Served as governor of a state. That's candidate number 2. Candidate number 3. Born into a large family and in the youngest of 6 children, father was a U.S. congressman and later mayor of Baltimore. An older brother also served as mayor of Baltimore. He earned a degree in political science, served in the House of Representatives for over 24 years, held several leadership positions in the House of Representatives. Candidate number 4. Grew up in a family that was poor but happy. His mother was a cleaning lady, and his father worked several different jobs when work was available. Earned a degree in mathematics and later an advanced degree from Purdue University. Worked as a mathematician for the United States Navy as a civilian, so meaning that he really wasn't in the Navy, he just worked for them. A successful businessman for many years. Served on the board of directors of the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, including deputy chairman. Has a radio show. Was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and was given a 30% chance of survival. Had surgery and chemotherapy, and cancer is now in remission, so he's in recovery. And has never held elective office before. Candidate number 5. Grew up on a ranch in the country. His father had been involved in local politics. Can trace his family history back to the 13 original colonies. Became an Eagle Scout. Graduated from college with a 2.5 GPA, which is a C average, so average. Was a prankster in college. Served several terms in his state's legislature and was recognized as being very effective. Then served as his state's agriculture commissioner, so head of agriculture in their state. Governor of his state, and was the first governor of his state to be elected to 3 full terms. Is currently the longest serving state governor of all 50 states. And the last one, candidate number 6. Parents divorced when she was a teenager and she was raised by her mother. Earned a law degree from William & Mary School of Law. Worked as an IRS attorney for 5 years. That's somebody who works with the IRS that does taxes. She and her husband are foster parents, so they raise foster kids. And served as state senator for 6 years. Served in the U.S. House of Representatives. So that is all 6 of the candidates that you can rank, like I said, from 1 to 6, 1 being the best, 6 being the worst, and then you're going to explain your choices down here. I would just do probably at least, I would say 3 sentences, because you're going to describe like what you did and how you made your choices for all of them. So please be descriptive when you're doing this, okay? Because that's the whole point of this. You're not just ranking them. I want you to explain why you chose who you chose. All right, so that is it. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know on Remind or on Google Classroom or anything, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.